chase after Benji Rutter his crown. Can he hold on for 5 more laps? 101 is the number of the world champion. He still leads, but Benjamin Russell's taken over a tenth of a second. Sorry, over 100th of a second off him in that lap. So Benjamin Russell getting closer. Benji Russell getting closer to Ricardo Ronkeman.
In 8 years, the ROTAX Max Challenge, RMC, has become the biggest kart racing series in the world. Up to 216 of the best drivers from more than 50 countries and all 5 continents gathered to crown the best amongst them. An affiliate of BRP, the manufacturer of Ski-Doo and Lynx snowmobiles, Sea-Doo watercraft and sport boats, Can-Am quads and roadsters, Evinrude outboard engines and engines for karts and ultralight aircraft, BRP ROTAX has a strong history of technological innovation. BRP ROTAX is an established global leader in the design and manufacturing of 4-stroke and advanced 2-stroke engines, developing highly individualized products for a wide variety of markets and applications. BRP ROTAX ranks among the world's most renowned and experienced engine manufacturers outside the automotive industry. Formula One drivers such as Kimi Räikkönen, Jenson Button, Giorgio Pantano, Anthony Davidson and Robert Kubica, as well as for Formula One drivers, started their racing careers in karts using ROTAX kart engine.
We are hosting 53 nations this year, and by far it's the biggest race event among the motorsport world. Being with us, this is the principal idea of the Olympic Games, for sure counts, and that's why we are glad to use the term Olympics of karting.
The ROTAX Max Challenge Grand Finals is the absolute highlight of the race season, where drivers from different nations and continents gather to crown the best amongst them. As part of the ROTAX Max Challenge, the Grand Finals has grown every year since its debut in Puerto Rico. Today, it has become the most prestigious event in the world of professional karting. The first RMC Grand Finals took place in 2000 in Puerto Rico. Since then, it has been the host of countries like Malaysia, Egypt, Spain and Portugal. The 8th RMC Grand Finals took place from November the 26th through to December the 1st, 2007 at the Al Ain Raceway, a modern and brand new kart racing facility in Al Ain in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. The site is operated by Pro Motorsports, Al Ain Sportplex. During the season, the ROTAX Max Challenge Racing Series are held at the national, international and continental level around the world. Close to 5,000 active ROTAX Max drivers take part in these events. The best drivers from the ROTAX Max Challenges qualify for the annual Grand Finals, the Karting Olympics. The Grand Finals are approved by and in compliance with CIK FIA, the World Motorsport Association. For many drivers, making their first trip to the Grand Finals has been the realization of a dream, and they are taking pleasure in soaking up the moment. For other drivers who are returning to the Grand Finals, it's like a homecoming as they stroll around the pits, meeting up with friends made in the previous Grand Finals. This year, drivers and crews were invited to a welcoming party at the very posh Hotel Rotana Al Ain. The party was a great chance for all involved to relax and get to know their competitors. A total of 216 drivers from all continents gathered to race against the best pilots in the world and to honor the top competitors. Sealed engines, similar vehicles, and Mojo tyres ensured everyone had an equal opportunity to win the competition on track.
We got a good run at all the World Finals, and we were quite proud to do it for the country and for ourselves. It was good.
Second time I've been to the Grand Final. Second time I've done the U.S. Nationals.
The layout is excellent. The organisation is good as well.
We have a good team going and been doing it a long time, 17 years. So.
17 years, and how old are you now?
29. I'm 29 years old.
29 years old.
I'm getting old.
True sportsmanship is the fundamental idea behind the ROTAX Max Challenge.
Everybody's driving in the max class, so we choose the class which is most competitive.
The power packs used for the races are sealed ROTAX 125 Junior Max, 125 Max, as well as 125 Max DD2 engines. Modifications are strictly forbidden.
For Eduardo Marrero and his entrant.
Every year, the 125 Junior Max class promises great action, and this year was no exception.
And just alongside him, another American, Jarvis Gennari. Caleb Williams leads from Kevin Corhuse. So, Caleb Williams taking the lead on this, the fourth lap.
After 18 laps in the final of racing, it was Corhuse, Fuji and Williams who would stand on the podium.
So, to see the last lap board, Kevin Corhuse leads the field, he looks over his left shoulder. Inspire, Tax World Champion is coming towards the checkered flag. Kevin Corhuse!
Did you feel at any stage, I've lost the lead, I'm not getting it back? What was your mindset then when you were no longer leading the final?
Yeah, it was very hard to become first again, but Caleb Williams made a mistake and I get first again, and that was good for me.
You deserve to be the world champion. Well done, Kevin.
Okay, thank you.
The 125 Max class is the original and oldest racing class in the ROTAX Max Challenge racing series, and still a fast and tough competition. With David Perel, South Africa, and defending Max World Champion Ricardo Romkema, Holland, starting the pre-final on the second row, there was a very strong chance that the class would continue to be dominated by these two countries.
The Hungarian has gone through. The English lad has gone through. Benji Russell wins it. Benji Russell wins it. Not the Hungarian Baristo. Benji Russell wins it.
In the end, Russell and the United Kingdom had their first Grand Finals.
Benji Russell, it was a dramatic way to win a world championship. Were you planning to go from the very last bend of the very last lap?
I was actually going for the very last bend of the lap previously, but as it happened I made a mistake and he got away a little bit, and going into the last lap I thought maybe my opportunity's gone. I'd like to thank everyone for all their hard work. It was really, really good.
And the title of the ROTAX World #1, a world champion, that's got to feel good, Benji.
Yeah, definitely.
You got it right!
Well, Benji, it's Freeman over here. Shut me up.
The two-speed 125 Max DD2 is the fastest, most challenging and most prestigious class in RMC competition. As such, it never fails to put on a good show. The Canadian Pierre-Luc Houlette never got a chance to pass anybody, and that's perfectly fine with him. In the most dominating performance ever seen at the ROTAX Max Challenge Grand Finals, the talented driver from Quebec was the fastest every time he took to the track. This is the first time anyone has been at the top of the results list from the first warm-up to the end of the final.
I don't know when I last saw a champion dominate an event so much. You really are on top of your form at the moment.
Thank you. Yeah, of course it's one of my greatest weekend of all time, you know, because even in Canada I don't dominate that much, so I'm very happy this weekend to win the World Championship so easy.
Well, Pierre-Luc Houlette, nobody can say you don't deserve to be the world champion.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Sealed engines, similar vehicles, and same tyres ensure everyone has an equal opportunity to win. Competition on track combined with true sportsmanship. This is the fundamental idea behind the ROTAX Max Challenge. After all the podium appearances and all of the carts and support gear had been given back to the race organisers, the last item on the schedule was the always popular driver's party. This year, held in the courtyard at the Intercontinental Hotel. This year was no exception, and many stayed well past midnight, while others left to dance the night away at Luce, a popular dance club in the hotel.
I'm convinced that BRP ROTAX will continue to have very nice and many Grand Finals in the future. I'm sure that we will grow in the kart sports, and I'm also convinced that we will remain #1 in the world in karting.
In years past, the location for next year's Grand Finals was announced at the drivers' party. Wherever that will be, we know there are drivers and teams already planning their run at ROTAX Max Grand Finals glory. See you next year at the fabulous Grand Finals 2008.
You got it right! I'm a rolling thunder, a fucking love machine. Come on, baby, keep on motor. tiger. You wanna risk it all. You wanna get so high before you fall, yeah. You got it right. You want it. You want it hard. You want it. You want it bad. You want it. You want it loud. You got it. You got it right.